Ohio! Yeah, gummy bears! We'll take your gummy bears!
We had a pit stop on our final leg to Ohio. We're probably just a short ways away. How far do you think we are? We got what, about an hour and a half?
I think there's 2 minutes left. I'm gonna run around this tree.
How you feeling about this trip so far, Max?
Good.
Good, you just took a nap?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is called grounding. Have you never heard of grounding?
Tell me about it.
Well, I'm not gonna, you know me, I can't give you a definition. When you sit and connect to the earth, it's just like grounds you. If you're feeling anxious or whatever. Oh my gosh, see, I told you I don't have a definition. So me and Daddy are curious if you guys know what the word racism means.
What?
Racism.
Try and race somebody? Race. Cars racing.
Oh man, we've been in Ohio for a few days now, and it's been crazy, non-stop fun. You'll see all that in the rest of the videos. But we really wanted to make sure that we sat down to shoot this segment for this video. We're talking about interracial marriage because we think it's
without the kids.
Without the kids, yeah. We think it's a pretty important topic, so we definitely wanted to make sure we spent some time talking about it. Especially since there's a lot going on right now around race relations in our nation and country and world. So we wanted to talk a little bit about it. But Erin's gonna just kind of share her thoughts since we're in her hometown. Yeah, free bud.
Well, no, I was just sharing with Fred how when I was younger, for some reason, I mean, it's just like, I always knew I was gonna marry a black man. I don't know, it's like I knew what God had for me. And, I always dreamed of my beautiful mixed babies one day.
You just had a calling on your life to marry a black man.
That was just the calling on my life. But yeah, I mean, my first little boyfriend in Fremont was black. Granted, that's when
you go black.
That's when you say it's your boyfriend, but really there's no dates or anything. But it's like, I never talked to my dad about it because I was scared of what he would do, what he would say. I thought he would disown me. I thought he would never walk me down the aisle. I just kind of had accepted that as my future. I didn't think there would be any other way. And then when I was in college and actually dating the most wrong guy I could have ever dated, that's when my dad was just open to it. And it's not like we never had a conversation about it, but just I brought him over and Dad was okay, and that was that. And I know it was learned behavior. That's what my dad grew up with. I mean, it's a small town in Ohio, and
which is funny because I never thought Northerners could be racist.
By the time I met Fred, which is funny because he literally, we can tell this whole story another day, but he literally chickened out giving me his phone number because he thought, well, maybe she doesn't date black guys. I won't give her my number. The first time we had hung out, so.
And my experience growing up was much different. Of course, I never seen nobody in my family that dated outside their black people or married or any of that. So it wasn't a thing in my family, but it wasn't like a don't date a white girl rule.
Yeah, I didn't have a rule.
There was never any of that. So I didn't feel like it was a thing. I felt like among the black people in general, the code of black people was you don't date anybody outside your race. And I kind of kicked against all of that. I dated every race possible. Now I have a German white girl. But it was never a thing. Like it wasn't like a written rule. So in my home, in my family, there was never a you should never date anybody outside your race.
Yeah, nobody told me that
because
either.
we don't like you.
It was kind of expected.
You know, and it was never like a hint of black people not liking white people in my family. I think for some of my family, it might have been a little challenge once we got married. I think they knew, you know, after a while, oh, Fredrick's definitely not gonna marry a black girl because he's dating every single race. And don't get me wrong, I dated black girls, and there was nothing wrong with that. I just fell in love with this beautiful white German lady right here.
I don't speak German, so he keeps calling me German, but that's just...
And I took German in high school. I think for a lot of our society right now, the black and white issue, it's a real thing, and I hate to see when people try to downplay it like it's not something real. Racism to us does exist. We don't write it off as it being a mindset or a fictitious issue that people just make up in their brain. I don't play the race card when I feel like somebody's being prejudiced or racist towards me. But we've had stuff said to us, we've had stuff done to us, and we understand it's a real issue.
Yeah.
You know, we think that it really takes just sitting down, having to talk, or just having the courage to step outside and do what's in your heart and not care what anybody else thinks or says. And that's kind of what we did. We don't want like a definitive don't do this line. From a very young age, we followed our hearts. So yeah, interracial marriage, interracial dating, those of you who are starting to date, or you're like, I really like this guy or this girl, but I don't know what my family's gonna say. You never know, first of all, until you try.
The thing is, you can't help who you fall in love with. Like, I don't ever remember having a conversation with you like, oh, you're black, I'm white. I don't know.
Yeah,
but we were already used to that.
It wasn't that serious then. And for some, it is a very serious thing because they know their family.
Yeah. And like, there's something great about, like, as long as you have like the same foundational morals and values, like there's something great about being able to mix two cultures and show your kids like, right, you know, diversity.
As long as you're not here messing with jokers, like I like to say, jokers. Like, okay, what color they is.
My old boyfriends.
Jokers need to be left alone, honey. Look at your neighbor and say, leave that joker alone.
Leave him alone.
So we've had a great experience. We've had things done and said, looks, all that kind of stuff. But our children are growing up in a home where they know.
And where they're like, what? Like, are you serious?
Right, like you saw what Zoe said. She thinks racism is about racing.
And I don't know that a lot of kids at that age know what it is unless they're growing up in a home that is clearly racist.
Right, so.
We hope you enjoyed. We hope you gained some knowledge, wisdom, inspiration from this, one of those three. Thank you for dropping by the Giles. Hit the little subscribe button. Should be on the bottom right of this video, red button. Like it, comment, ask us questions, feel free, and we will see you next time.